Imagine this. You're cruising at over 33,000 feet. That's higher than most mountains on Earth, sipping coffee, chatting with passengers when suddenly, boom, a deafening explosion rips through the plane. The cabin decompresses in seconds. Screams fill the air as the aircraft tears apart like paper. Bodies, seats, luggage, everything gets sucked out into the freezing void. And then you fall. No parachute. No wings. Just you, plummeting toward the ground at terminal velocity, the wind howling like a freight train, the earth rushing up faster than you can even scream. Most people would black out from the terror alone. But one woman didn't just survive this nightmare. She lived to tell about it, sort of. She became a living legend, holding a Guinness World Record that still stands today, nearly 50 years later. This is the unbelievable true story of Vesna Vulovic, the flight attendant who fell from the sky and walked away. It all started on a cold January morning in 1972. Vesna was a 22-year-old Serbian flight attendant working for JET Yugoslav Airlines. She was young, adventurous, full of life, the kind of person who dreamed big and chased every opportunity. She'd always wanted to see the world, and being a stewardess let her do just that. On January 26, 1972, she boarded JET Flight 367 in Copenhagen, Denmark. The route was simple: Copenhagen to Zagreb, with a stop in Belgrade. There were 28 people on board, 22 passengers, and 6 crew members, including Vesna. The plane was a sleek Douglas DC-9, one of the most reliable jets of its time. What Vesna didn't know, what nobody knew, was that this ordinary flight was about to become history's most impossible survival story. Somewhere over Czechoslovakia, now the Czech Republic, at cruising altitude of around 33,330 feet, 10,160 meters, disaster struck. A massive explosion erupted in the baggage compartment at the rear of the plane. Investigators later concluded it was a briefcase bomb, likely planted by Croatian nationalist extremists targeting Yugoslav flights. The blast was so powerful it tore the tail section clean off. The fuselage disintegrated midair. Oxygen masks dropped, but it was too late. The plane broke into pieces, and everything inside was hurled into the sky. Everyone else on board perished instantly or in the fall. Everyone except Vesna. She was in the rear galley, probably preparing drinks or food carts, when the bomb went off. In that split second of chaos, Vesna was pinned tightly against the food cart, a heavy metal trolley loaded with trays and bottles. That cart, along with a section of the tail fuselage, acted like an improvised capsule. It trapped her inside, protecting her from the worst of the initial breakup. As the wreckage plummeted, Vesna blacked out. She remembered nothing of the fall itself, no terror, no wind, no spinning horizon, just darkness. Down below, in the snowy hills near the small village of Srpska Kamenice, a local named Bruno Honky heard a tremendous crash. He rushed outside into the biting winter cold and found twisted metal scattered across the frozen ground. Amid the debris, he spotted something unbelievable. A young woman, badly injured but breathing, trapped in the wreckage. Bruno, a former medic from World War II, immediately went to work. He kept her warm, stopped what bleeding he could, and called for help. Vesna was rushed to a hospital in Prague. Doctors were stunned. She had a fractured skull, 3 broken vertebrae, 1 crushed, causing temporary paralysis from the waist down, both legs broken pelvis, several broken ribs, massive internal bruising. She slipped into a coma for days. Some accounts say up to 27 days total in critical condition. Her blood pressure was unusually low, which doctors later theorized might have saved her heart and brain from rupturing during the extreme deceleration. Miraculously, she pulled through. After months in the hospital and years of rehabilitation, Vesna made an almost full recovery. She walked with a slight limp for the rest of her life, but she lived, really lived. When she finally woke up and learned what happened, she had almost no memory of the incident. "I don't know how I survived," she later said in interviews. "It was like a miracle." She even joked that she was like a cat. "I have 9 lives." In 1985, Guinness World Records officially recognized her as the holder of the highest fall survived without a parachute, 33,333 feet. Some records round it to 33,330. She received the certificate at a glamorous event in London, presented by none other than Paul McCartney. After the crash, Vesna became a national hero in Yugoslavia and later Serbia. She used her fame to speak out for democracy and against nationalism during the turbulent 1990s. She never stopped flying, as a passenger at least. "People always want to sit next to me on the plane," she laughed in one interview. She passed away peacefully in 2016 at age 66, but her story lives on as proof that sometimes, against all odds, the impossible happens. Think about it. The perfect storm of factors saved her. The food cart pinning her in place. The tail section falling at a shallower angle into deep snow. The freezing temperatures possibly slowing her metabolism and reducing bleeding. Her naturally low blood pressure preventing fatal organ rupture. Skeptics have questioned the exact altitude. Some investigations suggested the plane might have been lower due to an earlier issue, but the official records, crash data, and survivor testimony hold firm. The record stands. Vesna Vulovic didn't just survive a fall from the edge of space. She turned tragedy into triumph, fear into inspiration. Her story reminds us that human resilience can defy even the laws of physics, or at least bend them just enough. So next time life throws you from 33,000 feet, metaphorically, of course, remember Vesna. Sometimes the fall isn't the end. Sometimes it's just the beginning of something extraordinary.